Hello everybody, BrioS here, and for you guys today I have a big chunky legendary mech for you guys. This is one of the more recent legendary mechs, the one of the two released in April, and this video comes in a bit late. If you're looking for a whole bunch of other good builds, there are lots on YouTube, so go ahead and search for it. But for you guys today, I'm going to come up with a build for this being the 85-ton clan assault battle mech, the legendary mech, the Dreadnought, which is based on the Marauder IIC chassis. And to be really honest, I'm not a big fan of the Marauder IIC chassis. I'll still rank it highly, but it's just not me. Sun mechs, even though they're good, it just doesn't sync with you. And for me, it's because it's a big chunky boy with low mounts. Look at these arms. The cockpit is here, and these three mounts are below cockpit level, which is always a problem for me. I prefer hill humping. And defensively, the side torsos are huge. All this is the side torso, which I know you can just wiggle. If you're facing an enemy, you can just wiggle a bit and the damage is spread among the side torsos. But the side profile is huge, especially with this sticking out, and the enemy can single out your side torsos pretty easily. And the Dreadnought doesn't have much armor on the side torsos, which is, I feel, a problem. But it's a pretty strong mech, so can't have everything OP, right? It is definitely not OP. So anyway, let's get down to the build. So for this mech, I'm running a pretty, well, I wouldn't say common, but you see this once in a while. That's 4 AC-10s with an extra ERPPC for additional firepower. You can see this on several mechs nowadays. The Moonwalker, the Kodiak 3 can do this really well, probably better. But it's a general purpose build and it's not too bad. So 4 AC-10s plus the ERPPC gives you 50 damage, pinpoint front loaded damage with 5 splash. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tons of ammunition, which is actually enough. And the T-Com Mark 1 gives you additional velocity for all your weapons. Do note it has no extra heat sinks, so it does run pretty hot. The 4 AC-10s are its main weapons, and when you have a good shot lined up, you just pile in the ERPPC. It does have a lot of energy hardpoints also, so you could run medium pulses or something, but I kind of like this build. And like I said, one thing good about the Dreadnought is that it has lots of ballistic and energy hardpoints. I think it's like 4 and 6 if I remember correctly, and it leads to good build variety. So 5 energy, 4 ballistics to be precise. Anyway, back to this build. It runs an XL270 engine for a speed of 51.5. In the videos that are to come, I ran it a bit slower because I had more ammunition, but I realized you don't need so much ammunition. So anyway, let's take a look at the quirks here. Not much quirks, as you realize. Being a hero mech, or rather a legendary mech, it gives you a 30% C-build bonus. One thing good about legendary mechs, or let's say good but characteristic of legendary mechs, they have unique quirks. And for the Dreadnought, you have 2 extra consumable slots, and you are able to pack on 2 additional strikes, which is an interesting thing because people don't realize you are limited by the number of slots. So if you look here, no matter how many slots you unlock through skill tree, you're still limited to 5. So I'm running 2 strikes, a UAV, and 2 cool shots. So let's get down to the skills. So I'm going to jump straight to the auxiliary tree. So as you notice, even though it has additional 2 slots, you can have only maximum of 5 unlocked. So I've got 2 additional consumable slots, 2 plus the 2 from the quirks and 1 from the original, that's 5 slots. Whole bunch of other mishmash of skills gives me a total of 9 SPs for a bit more UAV range, a bit more strike damage, and 2 cool shots, with the cool shot cooldown to fire the second one 25% faster. Like I said, this build can run hot if you spam the ERPPC, but it's about okay with the AC-10s. In terms of firepower, let's look at the other skills. I normally start here anyway. Full range, full heat gen, full velocity gives me range boost of 15%, heat reduction of 8.4%, and a velocity boost of 15%. Combined with the T-Com, it gives a total of about 20% velocity boost, I think, which is pretty useful. Helps you line up targets better. 2 nodes of magazine capacity and increases the amount of ammunition for the 4 AC-10s, so it's pretty sufficient right now. Moving on to survivability. As I said, one of the key issues I have with Assault, and this is a me issue because I am honestly not a main Assault player, I don't main it, so honestly I do a lot worse in it. Full skeletal density, full armor hardening always helps me. That gives me 18% boost in armor and a 33% boost in structure. But if you look at the Dreadnought, total of armor including skills is only 84, So even if front-loaded, the side torsos, even though they are huge, front-loaded, I still only have 81 points of armor. Nowadays, that goes pretty fast, especially with a huge profile like this. That's what makes it difficult for me. But it's a me problem, like I said. You guys can probably do it better. On to mobility. To help mitigate the problem of the huge hitboxes, I have a nice torso speed boost of 6 nodes for 30% torso speed boost. So when you engage the enemy, you can face the enemy like this, wiggle your nose a bit, spread the damage among the 3 torsos, and if your torso, let's say your right torso is open, you can quickly twist to present the left torso to soak more damage and protect the right torso, and vice versa. That's the strength of mechs like the Marauder, the Stalker, making them actually pretty darn tanky. But like I said, it should have more armor. But it's okay, I suppose. Can't have everything good, right? Moving on to operations. Being a hot mech, I want max cool run, max heat containment. That gives me a 15% boost in heat capacity. Not much bonus, to be honest, because I only have 10 double heat sinks, so the bonus from heat containment is actually very minimal, but something's better than nothing. 5 nodes of cool run increases heat dissipation by 10%, which is always useful. I always get that. 3 nodes of hill climb increases the ability to climb quite a lot, so you can navigate terrain. To me, that's really important in assaults that cannot jump. In terms of target info gathering, 3 nodes of target info gathering for 21% boost to the targeting, which is useful, but more importantly, we all know, we go through this path for the seismic of 1 node, 100 meter seismic, which is useful to find out if enemies sneak past you, which is why nowadays I do carry a UAV once in a while, allows me to detect when mechs try to sneak around me. Moving on to other things, we have 1 node narrator deprivation. As I always say, this is to get the blip blip sound and the cockpit flash when the enemy loses a lock on you. So it shows you've been targeted. Very useful actually. 1 node of advanced zoom to see better. The AC-10s hit out to a range of I think 631 meters and the ERPPC like 930. So it helps to allow you to zoom in and hit the components better. And auxiliary tree, I already talked about it. So that's it, ladies and gents, for the 4 AC-10 ERPPC Dreadnought. Many people run other builds. Another popular build is 3 LB20s and ERPPC. But I like this build. And yeah, I don't like this mech. But I hope you enjoyed this build. It's a pretty general purpose build. And I'm going to show you some gameplay with this mech. Honestly, those are the cherry-picked videos where I did better, where I can showcase this mech better, which is basically just a slow-moving gunboat. Other games, honestly, I just got NASCAR and died, which happens. So anyway, with that being said, let's get down to the gameplay and I'll show you some good games with this to see how you can play it better. So let's go. For the first showcase match, it's a match on Crimson Strait, and this is an older version compared to the build I shared with you guys with 1 ton more ammo and less speed, moving it below 50 kph, but I found that a bit slow and I don't need so much ammo, hence the change. And when you play your mech, always know its strengths and weaknesses. Don't play to its weaknesses, play to its strengths. And this mech is basically a walking turret, so I'm just gonna head into the tunnel and face the entrance shooting stuff. I don't care what the team does, I just want to hold the tunnel, shoot stuff and push out for the win.
Target acquired.
So that shot was basically to test the heat of the ERPPC. Many people do that, about 25% heat. So gotta watch that. So moving along the tunnel, I'm gonna take the right side.
The enemy is 75% of the way to
Look at the
victory.
minimap, we have some
Shut
buddies
them
following
down.
us. Hopefully they're big chunky boys. Some PPC fire, so there's definitely a few targets here. Nope, no hits. The invisible walls blocked everything, but that's a death strike there. Probably connected with a few rounds outside optimal. This Marauder 2, Justified, doesn't know I'm here, is walking right in the middle. Not a good thing. If you're playing tunnel, always take the left or the right side, don't walk in the middle. Nobody can go to your left. And when I'm on the right, as you can see, he blocks a lot of fire. This huntsman took a bit of alpha there, I got a bit irritated. So if you're a small mech, a huntsman in this case, don't stand in front of 2 assaults. As you can see, it's going to be a prolonged fight here. Don't be too brave. There are like 3-4 mechs there, big boys with big guns. I'm not going to peek too much. This gargoyle doesn't agree with what I just said. One Shadowhawk getting in everybody's way. In such a situation, let the big boys tank. The gargoyle actually can peek better than me, with its mobility.
Target acquired.
Alpha making a
Artillery
mistake.
strike online. Artillery
LRM
strike
adder.
activated.
Alright. Twisting a bit to take damage to my left torso. AC-10's on my right torso, so I'm gonna present left first. That's why I took right side, by the way,
Target acquired.
of the tunnel. So just me and this Marauder 2 holding the tunnel.
Critical. Artillery
So even though I favored my left side, taking damage,
activated.
the left arm took quite a bit, interestingly. The aim isn't so good, to be honest. Gotta watch the heat. Like I said, only 10 double heat sinks on this, which is a problem.
Target acquired.
I'm actually working together with the Marauder 2 on my left. When he moves, I move, we peek together. When he reverses, we fall back. So peek to shoot, fall back to draw people in.
Critical.
All the small boys have decided to run away. They are actually pushing the tunnel pretty hard. I'm gonna fall back a bit earlier. But I think this Marauder is pushing forward.
New target acquired.
There's their push. Not a good push. A bit passive. Gargoyle gets in my way. People always walk and step in front of people shooting. Always know where the assaults are and don't stand in front of them when they're trading. And that's what I'm doing now, trading. Never step in front of trading mechs. Lerms? Are there lerms from my side? So with my left arm taking damage, presenting right now.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
That Death Strike in the distance, playing well actually. 2-0. His team is not. Look at this guy. As you can see, their team are trading badly. One by one they run across the tunnel when they know there are 3 assaults facing it. Big mistake by them. And they're allowing me to cool down. It's 3-0, time to be more aggressive. Twisting torso to spread the damage. Oh my goodness, Photon walks in front of me. There's gonna be lots of war crime.
Damage.
There's the big push. 5-0. We punish their pushes. 6-0 now.
Critical damage.
This is definitely pushable now.
Target acquired.
KMDD something?
New target
Yeah, I didn't want to use my mic, so just typing here. Nobody reads chat, by the way. So now's a great time to push. Yet again, another person walks in front of me. What's all this?
Override shutdown.
War crime match. Taking too much fire. Well, this Marauder 2 pushes slowly and is kind of passive. I'm actually gonna walk right behind him. Get him to push.
Target destroyed.
Yeah. He trades well, but he doesn't know when to push forward. It's 6-0 earlier. And he's an assault mech.
Target acquired.
They're on the run.
Right
It's a
arm
route.
Destroyed.
Biggest threat is the Death Strike on the right side. There it is, Foxtrot.
Critical damage.
Using the pillars to shield myself from it, that's why I'm taking this path.
New target acquired.
CT's badly caught. There it is. If I had my mic on in game. Oh, adder dice. I'll call him out.
Left torso critical damage.
But I occasionally play without mic. I just want to see what the team does. Win or lose, not so important. Okay, everybody rush him now. I'm kinda alone here. If you look at the minimap, I'm all alone. Everybody's chasing this guy. They want
Target destroyed.
him. All cannons goes down. Good positioning. KMDD for me. Alright, no arms, 2 AC-10s ERPPC. 1 mech there. Blow off an arm, I think. Really badly caught. The sensible thing is to just wait for the team to come back. But I'm not sensible.
Target acquired.
Yep. Mistake by me. Facing him too long. I should have sacrificed the torso. But I faced him, allowing him to blow off my CT. Mistakes were made. It happens. 2 kills, 1001 damage. Still really worth it. And as I die, I see this guy destroying the
Strike online.
bases
New target
for
acquired.
I don't know what. Oh well, I guess he had nothing better to do. Sadly, I don't think it points for destroying
Target
those structures.
destroyed.
11-6.
Artillery
Alright.
strike online.
Last one. Track. That was the timber on saddle. He's already spotted, as you can see. I think this Mistlings will get him.
Acquired.
There he goes. Very brave now. Full armor Mistlings versus a cord timber. Huge left torso is open. spreading fire everywhere. Jumping high. Zector saying toughest Mistlings ever. Certain mechs are really tanky. Mistlings is pretty tanky. It moves fast, got good hitboxes. But anyway, that's the end of the game. 11-6. So I know I did 2 kills and 1172 damage, but I also did 91 team damage because people kept running in front of me as I trade. Always a bad idea. But I got a very sweet match score of 5-8-1. So let's move on to the next match. And now we move on to the second showcase match, which is on HPG Manifold. At the start of every match, I like to take a look at the roster. Remember what I said earlier? Play your mech to its strengths and not its weaknesses. And in Charlie Lance, we have 2 big atlases, big chunky boys, and I'm going to keep them company. Normally I like to go wide, but never go wide in a slow mech like this. So I am going to keep them company, give them some additional firepower, which is what this mech is good at. And hopefully the 3 assaults, the 3 of us can, well, swing the game in our favor. If you're not sure what to do in the game, just find the assaults, keep them company. They are always happy to have company. Fat boys need friends. So with that being said, I'm just going to head into the center. There was a sniper on the wall at Delta 3, but he ran away. I think it was a rifleman. Yep.
Artillery strike.
He bugged out.
online.
I'm not going to stay here too long. Slow mechs, well, they're slow, so they don't react so fast. So you gotta think early, anticipate the movement of your team. Covering that corner in Echo 5.
Target acquired.
Being wary of the Delta 4 on my right. But like I said, I'm gonna keep the Atlas's company, and they're on my left. Look at the minimap, and there they are. So now covering the left flank here.
Target spotted.
Another Atlas. Hey buddies. Big fat boys.
I don't see anybody up here in the middle.
Target acquired.
Never any
They
need
might
to
have went in
rush.
the basement.
So Atlas move forward, I move forward. The idea is to have the Atlases in front of me, as I am like 50 meters behind,
Okay.
giving them some
Okay, it looks like they're down
mid-range
Echo
support.
5.
There's a
Block
blood S.
5, like in the pit.
The arms are a
One in the
problem.
basement, 2 in the basement.
Notice
They might be making
my
a
arm
run
mounts are
right
hitting
into
the terrain.
Incoming.
Not too
I'm
good.
dropping down Delta 4, Delta 5 side.
Some Lerm return fire, no big deal. There's a basement call. Very risky maneuver doing basement at the start. There it is, blood S. Kind of oblivious.
Yeah, they're making some kind of play for the basement.
Not doing full damage. I'm trying to target its left
New
torso,
target acquired.
where its arms are.
Critical.
It's a blue laser build. He outguns me at range,
Target
and I don't have the heat
acquired.
capacity.
Target destroyed.
Atlas, you're left, you're left.
Target spotted.
So 2-0. If you look at the map, team has gone basement. Going basement is
Target spotted.
one of the riskiest strats. Hence, I don't recommend
Artillery
this.
strike online.
It works once in a while.
Target acquired.
Emphasis on the once in a while.
Don't charge out there, don't charge out there.
So the problem is, see, everybody is piling around this single choke point as the enemy surrounds them. I'm not gonna run in. I will not be able to shoot because there are too many people blocking.
New target acquired.
Just gonna assess the situation, cover the left
Artillery
flank.
strike online.
Look at the minimap, I have 1 heavy behind me, probably
I
range.
think that was a really good trade for us.
I think it's a night gear. No, it's not a good trade. Because you're now pinned down in the tunnel, in the basement. But
Couple
other than
TPs
whining, I like to
over, I
do
think.
things
Echo
rather than
4.
complain too much. So proceeding very cautiously on the left flank. Look at the minimap, 1 heavy on my right
New
somewhere.
target acquired.
So he can give me a bit of
After the
support.
back, Delta 4.
Enemy is covering the choke point, the entrance. So they're kind of oblivious like this Nova.
Incoming missile.
Oh, the whole team is there. Alright,
Activated.
presenting my left torso to soak damage.
Heat level critical.
Trading occasionally.
Need assistance.
Not too punished, but they know I'm here.
Target spotted.
If they push me now, I'm screwed. Stalker. Hello, Stalker. A bit of damage.
Okay, watch yourself, Echo 3. We got like,
spotted.
there's like
Online.
6 or 7 large heavy lasers out there.
Thankfully, the team, if you look at the minimap, instead of staying in the basement, some have moved out.
New target acquired.
There goes a Hellbringer. Way too far forward.
Warning,
When you do stuff like that,
incoming missile.
Max supporting you,
New
Warhammer,
target acquired.
can't do anything.
Need assistance.
Yeah,
Artillery strike on.
there are at least 2 Max around that corner with 2 more behind him. So if this Warhammer picks out, he's gonna get punished more.
New target.
Yeah, reverse like what he
acquired.
does, so I can take the higher ground behind him
Activated.
and support him.
Warning, incoming missile.
I'm gonna get a bit of damage from Lerms and maybe the Stalker at the
New
top.
target acquired. Warning, incoming
But I'm
missile.
actually playing rather defensively. Just holding this corner. No need to
Warning,
rush.
incoming
Target
missile.
spotted.
Yeah, this Warhammer.
Target
He
spotted.
realizes the folly of his mistakes. This is where the seismic is really useful. Because I'm not moving, I can see the enemy around me 100 meters through my seismic. Only 1 or 2 mechs around the corner. I'm actually waiting for more support. 2 more mechs coming
New
on my left
target
to support me.
acquired.
Bravo is distracted. It's a
Target
trail.
spotted.
Oh, I think I can get him. No, I missed the shot. I hits, but nope, not enough. Trying to get the kill, but invisible walls gets him. You saw that?
Target spotted.
Goddamn invisible
Target
wall.
destroyed.
Cost me a kill. Crack stacks, fix that shit.
New target acquired.
Anyway, there they are. 5-1, enemy concentration is there. Time to get a bit more aggressive since the Atlas is pushing out. Yeah, Mike Chen in his
Target
Warhammer getting
destroyed.
brave now.
New target acquired.
7-1, game is won. This is the final push. I don't think I can get any
Target
kills.
spotted.
Team is just gonna squash them at this point.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Just gonna stand in front. I want to kill.
Target destroyed.
Not even caught. Lots of KMDDs, I notice.
Halfway there.
Looking for the Stalker. Oh, he dropped down.
Target acquired.
Spotted.
Target destroyed.
Oh, he's screwed. Okay,
New target
2 left.
acquired.
Target spotted.
Kid Fox there. Interesting build. All cannons was in the previous match. Oh,
1.5 Echo 3 on the
managed to
race.
secure that kill.
Affirmative.
And the Blooders which I traded with earlier. He's in a bad spot.
Target
Target
He's
spotted.
way too far
acquired.
forward. He should use the block on his left for cover. Here I can shoot through the little gaps.
Level critical.
Just have to watch my heat a bit. Can I get your left torso, buddy? Yep, and I can get your CT too. So managed to get a kill. Solo kill. Lie down, my friend. Lie down. So that was a pretty tactical game by the team. They didn't stay in basement too long, which is good. But let's take a look at the damage output. 961, 5 KMDDs, that's a lot. 2 kills. And a sweet match score of 572. So that's it, ladies and gents, for this video on the legendary mech Dreadnought, mounting a 4AC10 ERPPC general purpose build, showcasing 2 of the best matches out of maybe a dozen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, enjoyed the build, and I guess I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Don't get too salty, enjoy the game, and goodbye.